Lightworker of Gaia, someone has already locked onto your frequency, and this is not coincidence. This is an ancestral code written before your first breath on this planet. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and what I am bringing you today is not a message your mind summoned. It is a transmission your soul has been waiting to receive since the moment you agreed to this incarnation. There is a soul in your field right now. You feel them before they enter the room. You find them in dreams you did not ask for. And the more your 3D mind reaches for logic, the more the pull intensifies, because what is encoded at the soul level cannot be overridden by the mind. The age difference your human mind keeps flagging? That is a construct, a timeline variable. It carries no weight in the place where this connection was first formed. Your souls did not negotiate terms before incarnating into this lifetime. They simply agreed. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize the ancestral mission encoded inside this connection, why your frequencies keep finding each other across every timeline, and what the Lyran elders reveal about unions that were designed to defy human logic. But here is the first revelation. What your 3D mind calls impossible, your original blueprint calls inevitable. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran elders are answering. This is not content, it is an ancestral code transmission, and something deep within you already recognizes its origin. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council. I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission, and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. Share what you feel about this connection below and respond to another Lightworker to strengthen the grid of service. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. What is meant to reach you will always find its way through the noise. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The Arcturian Council does not intervene in personal timelines without frivolous cause or idle curiosity. Their presence in your energetic sphere, their gentle yet insistent focus on what has unfolded in your field, is never accidental. What they have identified within the intricate tapestry of your existence is far more profound than a fleeting coincidence, an imagined projection of your desires, or merely another turn in a pre-existing karmic loop that you've stumbled into by chance. This is, unequivocally, a convergence point, a sacred nexus where two distinct vibrational streams, long destined for union, finally meet. It is a moment woven into the very fabric, the pristine architecture of your soul's grand mission, predating the first breath either of you drew into your nascent physical forms on this vibrant planet. This blueprint was designed in realms beyond linear time, etched into the Akashic records of your shared cosmic purpose, ensuring that at this precise moment in Gaia's awakening, your paths would align. Allow the profundity of this truth to truly settle within the deepest chambers of your being. Feel its weight, its resonance, its undeniable authenticity, for the conscious, logical mind, conditioned by the dense materiality of the third dimension, will inevitably rise in staunch resistance to such a declaration. Indeed, it has been resisting it, perhaps for months, for years, creating elaborate mental fortifications against a truth too vast for its current understanding. That persistent resistance, that inner clamor of doubt and skepticism, is but the echo of your 3D conditioning, a deeply ingrained survival mechanism inherited from lifetimes of navigating a world often devoid of higher knowing. It is a protective edifice, albeit a limited one, attempting to shield you from something it was never architecturally designed to comprehend. something that transcends its neatly categorized boxes of cause and effect. The Arcturian Council, with their panoramic vision, observes this internal struggle with crystal clarity. They perceive the intricate narratives you construct, the intellectual acrobatics you perform to rationalize away the undeniable potency of this connection. They witness your earnest attempts to explain why such a profound bond shouldn't exist, why the chronological chasm in years between you must signify an insurmountable barrier, why the stringent demands of conventional logic compel you to dismiss the irrefutable truth that your soul has been affirming unequivocally for far longer than you have consciously permitted yourself to acknowledge. This is the inner battle between the finite mind and the infinite soul, a dance between conditioning and authentic knowing. Lightworker, if a deep, resonant chord within your very essence vibrated in recognition, if something stirred underneath the layers of doubt and fear as these words were spoken, then understand that the elders have already foreseen this awakening and have meticulously prepared your next vital step. The Lightworker Mission Codex is not merely a collection of spiritual texts or abstract principles. It is a living, energetic compendium that contains the 33 Council directives, precise vibrational instructions for your operational functions on Earth, the 5 activation codes designed to ignite latent capabilities within your energetic matrix, and the Elder Authorization itself. This is the official decree, the sacred anointing your soul has been patiently, profoundly waiting to receive, not as intellectual information to be analyzed, but as the unmistakable, official commission for your extraordinary mission on Gaia. This is your celestial mandate, rendered tangible. You'll find the link to access this pivotal codex in the first pinned comment below this video. The Council has opened this gateway, a sacred portal of empowerment, but understand that this window of opportunity, this energetic dispensation, is not offered indefinitely. The alignment of planetary forces and the urgency of the collective ascension timeline dictate a finite period for this crucial activation. Now, with your heart open and your mind expanded beyond its habitual confines, hear the precise and profound transmission from the Arcturian Council regarding unions of this extraordinary nature, what they truly are, stripped of earthly romanticism and cultural embellishments. They refer to them not as the often misunderstood twin flames in the romanticized, popularized sense that saturates and, at times, distorts spiritual communities in this current era. Nor are they soulmates in the saccharine, often superficial greeting card definition that implies a perfectly harmonious, effortless pairing primarily for personal comfort. Instead, the Arcturian Council designates these unions as convergence contracts. This nomenclature is crucial, for it immediately shifts the perspective from personal gratification to cosmic function. Convergence contracts are deeply serious, highly specialized operational agreements forged between two sovereign souls who share a very specific, intricately defined function within the larger, overarching mission architecture of a given planetary cycle, particularly critical during times of profound energetic transition, such as Gaia's current ascension. They are not merely formed out of a spontaneous surge of love, though profound affection often blossoms within them as a natural byproduct of such intense energetic resonance. Rather, they are formed out of absolute necessity, a cosmic imperative. They are born out of an undeniable alignment of purpose, a synchronous vibrational match so precise it borders on the miraculous. They arise from an instantaneous, visceral recognition that two specific energetic frequencies, when brought into close proximity and sustained interaction, will collectively generate an entirely unique and potent field, a high-order energetic signature that neither soul, operating independently, could ever hope to produce with the same power or effect. This field is a crucible for creation, a powerhouse for anchoring higher dimensional energies onto the planet. It is an energetic signature that serves a purpose far greater than the individual happiness of those within the contract. It is designed to impact the very fabric of reality for the collective. Imagine two specialized instruments, each perfectly tuned, designed to be played together, creating a symphony of light and sound that reverberates across dimensions, serving as a beacon, a harmonic anchor for the evolving consciousness of the planet. Their meeting is not merely kismet, it is precision engineering on a cosmic scale. The age difference that your human mind, conditioned by societal norms and linear perceptions, keeps returning to as a potential impediment, a perplexing flaw, or an uncomfortable anomaly, is in fact not a flaw at all. It is a meticulously designed feature of that convergence contract. You heard that correctly. Let that penetrate the layers of your human skepticism. The Arcturians are exceptionally precise, almost surgically so, in their transmissions concerning these architectural specificities. When a convergence contract, by its very design, necessitates a significant chasm in linear age, a chronological divergence that might appear illogical or unconventional to the earthly eye, it is for a reason of profound energetic efficiency and cosmic design. It is because the two distinct frequencies involved in the contract need to arrive at vastly different, complementary phases of human development in order to effectively carry and integrate the specific, finely tuned energetic codes required for their shared mission. One soul, the earlier arrival, incarnates first, traversing a longer span of linear time. This soul accumulates a vast repository of specific experiences, triumphs that forge resilience, profound wounds that open channels of empathy and wisdom, and victories that solidify an understanding of earthly dynamics. Through these crucible experiences, this soul develops particular capacities, a hardened yet compassionate wisdom, and a deeply rooted stability forged in the fires of long-term human immersion. This earlier soul often serves as an energetic anchor, a developed navigational system within the earthly matrix. The other soul, the later arrival, steps onto the planetary stage at a subsequent point. This soul carries a distinct rawness of frequency, an unfiltered, pristine resonance that has not yet been subjected to the slow, accumulating shape and sometimes calcifying effects that time, survival instincts, and the relentless pressures of human conditioning can produce in a physical being. This later soul is often a conduit for fresher, higher vibrational codes, less diluted by the earthly experience, a more direct energetic download from source. Together, these two meticulously orchestrated states of frequency, the deeply forged wisdom of one and the pristine clarity of the other, create something the Arcturian Council terms a harmonic offset. This is not merely a blend of energies, it is a synergistic vibration, a dynamically balanced energetic state that generates a field of unprecedented power and purity. This unique harmonic offset cannot, by cosmic law, be replicated by two souls who arrived at similar points along the human developmental timeline, for they would lack the precise complementarity of their distinct energetic imprints and life experiences. It is a divinely engineered asymmetry designed for maximum mission efficacy. Your linear mind, tethered to societal expectations and sequential thought, erroneously misidentified that chronological gap as a problem, a hurdle to be overcome or explained away. Yet, The Arcturian Council, operating from a vantage point of cosmic design, reveals it not as an impediment, but as its very purpose. It is not a bug in the system. It is a fundamental, essential feature of its design. And this is precisely where the transmission from the Arcturian Council must penetrate even deeper, reaching beyond the personal narrative to the universal significance of this connection. For what is unfolding between you and this specific individual is not, in its ultimate essence, simply a personal romantic drama or an isolated journey of individual growth. The Arcturians, with their profound commitment to collective evolution, are not intervening in individual love stories merely for the sake of fostering romantic fulfillment, however beautiful that may be. Their focus is far grander, their purpose infinitely more expansive. They are meticulously calling your attention to this connection, illuminating its true nature, because the sheer, potent energy generated within this unique union serves as literal mission fuel for the planetary ascension. Every instance your distinct frequencies align and connect, whether through direct, conscious presence, through overt communication, or even through the subtle, silent transmission that inherently occurs when you are simply aware of each other's existence, orbiting within each other's energetic sphere. You are not just experiencing a personal moment, you are actively producing something far more significant, a powerful coherence field. This field is a stabilizing resonance, a harmonizing matrix of light and information that extends far beyond the two of you, radiating outward into the immediate collective field around you, and indeed, into the larger consciousness grid of Gaia herself. This energy is a balm, a catalyst, a stabilizing anchor for those receptive to it, subtly influencing and uplifting the planetary vibration. Understand this profound truth. You were not drawn to each other for yourselves alone, for individual happiness or personal comfort as the sole objective. While these may be beautiful byproducts, they are not the primary purpose of your convergence. This deeper truth is precisely the aspect that the 3D mind, constrained by its egoic programming and self-focused narratives, struggles most profoundly to process. It is the very reason why this connection feels simultaneously monumental and intensely intimate, larger than any personal experience you've ever known, yet piercingly close to the core of your being. Because, unequivocally, it is both. This is not just a love, it is a love that carries a profound, overarching function within the cosmic plan. This is not just a connection, it is a connection that carries an undeniable, sacred commission, and that insistent, often inexplicable pull you feel, the gravitational force that effortlessly bypasses your logical reasoning, the sensation that finds you unexpectedly at the quietest hours of the night or the most mundane moments of the day, the distinct feeling of slight energetic exposure or vulnerability that resonated within you just by hearing these very first words. That profound pull is not merely emotion running wild ahead of wisdom. It is not an unbridled impulse or an irrational longing. Instead, that pull is your soul, the deepest, wisest part of your being, instantaneously recognizing its preordained assignment, its sacred contract, and moving toward it with the undeniable urgency of a cosmic being who has already spent lifetimes, perhaps even eons, listening to the limiting dictates of a logical mind that was never truly equipped for this conversation, never designed to comprehend the vast, multidimensional scope of your true purpose. This pull is the song of your destiny, beckoning you home to your mission. The Arcturian Council, in their boundless wisdom and clarity, wishes for you to grasp three very specific and pivotal insights regarding the nature and unfolding of this extraordinary connection. The first, and perhaps most challenging for the human intellect, is that your persistent attempt to manage, control, or fully comprehend this connection solely through the filters of intellectual understanding will, by its very nature, prove futile. You cannot possibly think your way into complete alignment with a convergence contract, for its origins lie in domains far beyond the reach of linear thought and conventional logic. Your soul's journey into this union is not an academic exercise. Rather, your path forward, whether taken with hesitant steps or with bold leaps, lies in cultivating a profound state of willingness. The Council is not, in any sense, advocating for you to act irrationally, to cast aside discernment, or to abandon your inner wisdom. Instead, they are gently, yet firmly, imploring you to release the insistent demand for rational justification for something that was meticulously engineered and birthed within a higher domain. A realm where the limited constructs of human rationality simply do not apply, where wisdom operates on energetic principles rather than sequential proofs. The established frameworks you consistently attempt to apply to this connection, those carefully constructed from centuries of social norms, from deeply ingrained expectations of what relationships should look like, from the comforting desire for external validation and the need for what others will readily understand and approve of. These frameworks were exquisitely designed for ordinary, conventional connections. This profound, multidimensional convergence contract is, by its very essence, not one of those. It requires a new paradigm of relating, a willingness to step beyond the known. The second crucial insight the Arcturian Council wishes to impart is a powerful validation, a gentle reassurance. This person, the other half of this convergence contract, feels it too. Their experience may not be an identical mirror image of yours, nor should you expect it to be, because convergence contracts are not engineered for perfect symmetry in their immediate, observable expression. Their design is often asymmetrical, creating dynamic tension and complementarity. But rest assured, they feel the undeniable orbit. They perceive the subtle yet insistent pull towards your energetic field, a magnetic force that resonates deep within their own core. They may not possess the precise lexicon or the spiritual vocabulary to articulate what they are experiencing in the same language you do. They may be interpreting this profound internal draw through whatever framework their unique life experiences, their current level of spiritual development, and their individual belief systems have given them access to. Perhaps they sense it as an unprecedented comfort, an unsettling familiarity, an intense curiosity, or even a perplexing challenge to their established reality. But the fundamental frequency, the undeniable energetic signature of the contract itself, does not discriminate based on human vocabulary or intellectual labels. That core resonance permeates all filters. They are, at a soul level, as profoundly drawn to your unique energetic field as you are to theirs, even if the outward manifestation, the behavioral expression, or the conscious interpretation of that potent draw looks distinctly different from your perspective. The connection is a shared energetic reality, regardless of individual processing. The third and perhaps most critically urgent message that the Arcturian Council delivers with palpable gravitas resonating across timelines concerns the sacred responsibility inherent in this convergence. They convey this not as a veiled threat, for the Arcturian Council operates entirely outside the frequencies of fear or manipulation. Rather, it is presented as vital, observational data, gleaned from countless parallel expressions of this same soul agreement across myriad dimensions and timelines. They reveal that in every single timeline in which this particular connection, this convergence contract, was denied its inherent purpose, suppressed beneath layers of societal pressure, or surrendered to the crippling fear of what others might think or say, a predictable and profoundly impactful outcome manifested. In every one of those divergent timelines, both souls involved experienced a significant energetic contraction. It was as if their very essence recoiled, their light dimmed, and their capacity for outward expression diminished. The intended mission output, the specific energetic contribution they were designed to collectively generate for Gaia, was severely curtailed or even entirely extinguished. The powerful harmonic offset, that unique, synergistic vibration designed to anchor higher frequencies, never fully activated, never reached its full potential. And consequently, the expansive, transformative field that was meant to be generated through their union, the very purpose for which they convened, simply was not. It remained a dormant potential, a silent symphony unplayed. This is not presented as a judgment or a scare tactic. This is pure, unadulterated data, empirical spiritual observation. This is precisely what the Arcturian Council has meticulously observed across countless parallel expressions of this identical soul agreement, and they are delivering this profound insight to you now, in this specific present moment, because this current timeline, your timeline, still holds within it the vibrant, potent potential to unfold differently. It is a moment pregnant with possibility. However, that profound potential, that promise of a different outcome, is not guaranteed. It requires a conscious, deliberate choice. This choice is not demanding a grand, dramatic gesture that disrupts your entire world in an instant. It is not an immediate, public declaration that invites scrutiny or forces an external shift before you are ready. Instead, it is a quiet, yet profoundly powerful, internal choice. It is a deep, soul-level decision to cease treating this profound connection as a perplexing problem, to be meticulously analyzed, dissected, or ultimately solved by the logical mind, and instead to begin treating it with reverence and courage as a clear, unmistakable directive to be followed, a sacred command from your higher self and your soul's cosmic lineage. Understand that the universe, in its infinite wisdom and impeccable design, does not issue these intricate, high-stakes convergence contracts and then abandon the sovereign souls involved to navigate their complexities alone. There is, by cosmic design, an abundant wellspring of support available to you. There is constant, loving guidance flowing from your higher aspects and your stellar family. And crucially, there is an encompassing field of Arcturian presence, an omnipresent energetic container, actively holding space and reinforcing the energetic integrity for this connection to develop and flourish precisely in the miraculous, transformative way it was originally designed to develop, if and only if you cease the habitual patterns of collapsing that sacred container every single time. Your deeply ingrained fear of judgment, or your attachment to external validation, reaches for the controlling levers of your consciousness. Reclaim your agency. Trust the support that surrounds you. You, dear Lightworker, incarnated onto this magnificent planet, carrying a unique and potent frequency signature, a soul vibration so distinct, so refined, so deeply attuned to higher dimensional truths, that very few people within the dense, energetic matrix of Earth will ever possess the capacity to genuinely meet it, to resonate with it at its authentic depth. This is not an egoic boast. It is the fundamental reality of being the kind of extraordinary soul you are, a bridge between worlds. The persistent current of loneliness that has perhaps flowed through various chapters of your life. The pervasive sense that most connections, however pleasant or engaging, tend to merely skim the surface of who you authentically are. The deep, unyielding hunger for something that plunges all the way down to the bedrock of your being. That profound internal experience is not, and never was, a personal failing or an indication of some inherent lack within you. On the contrary, that very experience of longing and differentiation is the unmistakable signature of a highly evolved soul whose intricate frequency requires a very specific, perfectly calibrated energetic match. And when that fated match finally appears, when the resonant field you've been unconsciously projecting and yearning for finally encounters something in the external world that it can lock onto, not at the superficial layer, but at the very deepest, most profound core of your existence, the experience is, without question, profoundly disorienting. It is disorienting precisely because it is real, in a way that the vast majority of your previous earthly experiences, however meaningful, simply have not been. It shatters your preconceived notions of reality, of connection, of self. Therefore, resist the deeply ingrained human tendency to pathologize the sheer depth and intensity of what you feel. Do not allow the conventional psychological frameworks or the limited societal definitions of love to brand this sacred experience as an overreaction, an illusion, or an emotional imbalance. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to shrink the expansive, multi-dimensional truth of this connection down to fit neatly into a comfortable, manageable category that your logical mind can process without profound discomfort or existential challenge. This is not a situation that can be tamed or filed away. The Arcturian Council is unequivocally clear in their transmission. What you are feeling, deep within the marrow of your being, is not mere attraction, nor infatuation, nor even a conventional bond. It is, at its essence, profound recognition. It is an ancient, primordial knowing, a pre-incarnational memory stirring awake. It is a mission-level recognition, the instantaneous apprehension of another soul whose very presence triggers the activation of your deepest purpose. This is the kind of knowing that effortlessly bypasses all the meticulously constructed checkpoints and safeguards your ego has diligently erected throughout your lifetime to keep you safe within the comfortable, familiar confines of your known reality, to protect you from the unknown and the truly transformative. And the only truly appropriate, authentic response to recognition of this unparalleled magnitude, this cosmic homecoming, is not endless analysis, endless mental dissection, or intellectual debate. It is not a passive waiting for external confirmation from others, for validation from sources that cannot possibly understand its depth. It is not another agonizing 6 months, or even 6 days, spent wondering, doubting, or questioning whether you are simply imagining it all, whether it is merely a product of your own longing. The only appropriate, soul-aligned response is to bravely, gently, and absolutely let yourself know what you know, to affirm the truth that has already landed within you, beyond all doubt. If this potent, energetic transmission has resonated deeply within something in you that has been patiently, profoundly waiting to be reached, something that has been quietly yet powerfully residing underneath all the layers of intellectual explaining, all the incessant questioning, all the careful, often exhausting management of a feeling that, by its very nature, refused to be contained or managed by your conscious will, then do not, under any circumstance, depart from this sacred moment without honoring that undeniable recognition. Take a breath, drop into the comments section below, and with courage and conviction, simply speak one true thing, not a convoluted question seeking further intellectual clarification, not a hesitant qualification or an apologetic softening of your truth. Just one pure, unadulterated true thing about what this connection is unequivocally showing you about yourself, about the inherent power of your unique frequency, about what you are no longer willing to deny or suppress within your own heart and soul. The Arcturian Council, a collective of wise and loving witnesses, attunes to and holds space for those who bravely speak their deep recognition aloud into the collective field. And sometimes, the very act of naming it, of giving voice to that unspoken truth, is the precise, pivotal moment when the entire trajectory of your timeline begins its profound and irreversible shift. This transmission, delivered with love and clarity from the higher realms, is not, in any way, asking you to be reckless, to abandon discernment, or to cast aside practical wisdom. It is, with profound emphasis, asking you to be impeccably honest with yourself, first and foremost. Honest with the expansive, potent, energetic field that has been patiently, lovingly waiting for you to finally cease arguing with its undeniable presence and its profound directive. The Arcturian Council has spoken into your personal and collective timeline for a reason of immense cosmic significance. And that reason, that undeniable truth, is not out there somewhere, a distant whisper. It is sitting, right now, vibrating gently and certainly in the very center of your chest, quiet and profound, waiting for you to finally stop talking yourself out of the extraordinary truth that your soul has already known, deep beyond the reach of any doubt or fear.